Well, the Conservative Party's not letting up this morning, once again pressuring the Trudeau Liberals and calling the party into account. The Prime Minister may have survived that confidence vote yesterday, but the opposition made it clear again this morning they're not confident in the government's COVID-19 response, and they want Parliament to investigate all aspects of it, including vaccines, PPE, and testing.
Canadians deserve a government that learns the lessons and mistakes from the first wave of the pandemic, so we can prepare better for the second and possibly future waves of COVID-19. That is what this motion will accomplish. That is what parliamentarians are here to accomplish.
Let's turn now to the host of Power Play and CTV's Question Period, Evan Solomon. Evan, good morning to you. So the government surviving that confidence vote. And now there is talk that we're going to be right back in this situation again in a matter of days.
So this morning, Aaron O'Toole and his health critic, Michelle Rempel, put forward a motion, as you just talked about, that is a very expansive motion asking for lots of accountability on how this government has handled the last 8 months of the pandemic. Documents, costs, PPE, information about response times in terms of closing the border. Actually, really good questions, but a massively expansive motion. So let's just divide this into the policy questions and the politics of it. From a policy point of view, it's an incredibly expansive and rigorous motion. It would be something that would require this committee to be very busy. Bureaucrats would be working really hard on that. But it is certainly in the right of the opposition to ask. I expect the opposition parties to support this motion because this is their job, and accountability during a pandemic is not a bad thing. There are legitimate questions. Now, a lot of people say, well, why don't we wait till after there's a time for this? Well, we're 8 months in, and this is accountability. But there are politics of this as well, and the politics are pretty interesting. I don't think, and sources have told me, that the Liberals will not make this a confidence motion, but we'll see what happens. Apparently, Pablo Rodriguez, the Liberal House leader who was in charge of this, is going to speak later today, and we'll see if he makes this a confidence motion, but sources are telling me it's unlikely that they will.
Okay, so as we sort of digest what happened yesterday, all that drama, 24, 36 hours, who do you think came out ahead in all of it?
So this is the raw politics of it, and it's interesting. In Ottawa, everybody declares themselves a winner, even if everyone's a bit of a loser on this one. The Liberals say we're winners. Why? Because we avoided the anti-corruption committee and we can continue. But they're losers on this as well, because it looked like they prorogued Parliament, filibustered committees, and then had to threaten an election in order to avoid it. So the opposition, and many people are saying, what are you hiding? Why are you going to these lengths? The NDP said, we won. Why? Because they protected their relevance. You know, they're the fourth place party. But in a minority government with the Liberals, they say we're winning things like paid sick leave. But they do now. The loss is that they look like they're Liberal lapdogs. How do you take the criticisms of a government seriously when they keep propping them up? The Conservatives say they declared victory because they've proved that the Liberals are just power mad, they're non-transparent, and they're bullies. But the Conservatives look like they're overreached. They've already got a big bite out of the we controversy apple. The former finance minister is gone. So they look like they're obsessing about something like the we controversy when Canadians are really caring about the pandemic. So maybe the real winner is the Canadian people. And Canadians say, great, no federal election in the pandemic. Stop all the politicking, focus on rapid testing, focus on health, focus on the economy, and get to work.
Yeah. No election for now. I just got to throw that in there. Evan Solomon, thank you so much. We'll be watching you later today on Power Play. You can watch Evan at 5 Eastern and again at 8 Eastern right here on CTV News Channel.